Welcome to another episode of Tech Tuesdays. Today we'll be talking about ethics in tech. I think the biggest element of concern that comes in fair lending practices is good consented use of data and loss of privacy. Both these areas are very big issues when you're dealing with a lot of private information, a lot of financial information. And the way we build our solutions, we try to ensure that there is always consented use of data. There is never a use case where we take into account data for making any kind of decision where there is no consent of the data owner involved. And secondly, we try to ensure there is enough security in the system that there is no loss of privacy. If you talk about consented use of information, the way we have built Madhyam, there's multiple stages where information about a merchant's need, a small business owner's need, go through from one custodian to the other. And we ensure that there is an access control mechanism that takes first consent from the merchant wherever required and as frequently required to make sure that if the data goes from one custodian to the other, there is consent that has been taken and the owner of the information has been informed that your data has been passed somewhere else for the purpose and you are agreeing for that action to happen. The second is that whenever this data passes and it passes from one custodian to other, we build tremendous security around this whole process so that this data is passed from one system to the other in a secure fashion, and there can be potentially no loss of data, no theft of data, no pilferage of data. And even in the systems that are we are using this data, there is a right access control mechanism. So only the people who are supposed to see that data see that, and they cannot download it or make offline copies as well. If you look at the India stack, there is a tremendous amount of innovation that's happened. The account aggregator framework and the consent being the driver of information sharing is a perfect construct that can be used for information sharing just about in every case. And the government support in setting up the Consent Authority of India, ensuring that there is an independent body that's registering a consent and then giving authority for a financial information provider to share that person's financial information creates a tremendous infrastructure. We at Madhyam have built all our solutions on top of the India stack. We leverage the account aggregator network. We leverage the open APIs, the OCEN APIs, the ONDC APIs, and make sure that whatever is happening in the credit enablement ecosystem happens to ensure that there is tremendous trust, there is consented exchange of data, and there is bank-grade security so that there can be no potential loss of data ever. I enjoy our interactions virtually over Tech Tuesdays. Keep your suggestions and your views coming. It will motivate us to do better. Thank you.